Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Harakak, Kadosh, Mama. Give honors to us, plus to the Master, Shalom, to Akim, Akwajim, and Akwajim. That's pushing the truth is serious. So, alright. Coming with you, just expounding on the topic of the fringes, man. You know, I'm gonna get the book of Galatians. I'm gonna get the book of Galatians. Give me a second. The book of Galatians 3 and verse 10. Alright, so and it reads, "For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse, for it is written, curses every one that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them." Alright, it said, verse 11, "But that no man is justified by the law in sight of Yahweh, it is evident for the law, for it is evident for the just shall live by faith." Alright, so it says the just shall live by faith, but does that mean not do the law? No, that means you still have to do the law. Curses that who don't continue to do the law. But are we gonna get our salvation that way? No. Because if that was the case, no one would be worthy to, obtain the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's salvation. That's why it's only done through what? It's done through faith. And the law is not of faith, but verse 11, but that no man is justified by the law in the sight of Yahweh, it is evident for the just shall live by faith. Alright, let's see what I got in the notes. Alright, by faith. Alright, so the just shall live by faith, man, not by how many fringes are on our shirts, man. Because it'd be so, quick to judge a person by their fringes, and it's like, what is it really? Are we just fringe counting, or are we actually living by faith and doing what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua told us? Are we doing what we're supposed to do? And it says, verse 12, "And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them." It says, "And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them." Alright, so the law is not by, it's not by faith. Alright, meaning that all in all, we're not just going to get salvation through the law, because it's not kept perfect. It's kept for, the law is for correction, to be obedient. That's what the law is for, And it says, well, you can keep the law and not have faith, And that's what a lot of these IUIC cats members, they get it, mixed up at. A lot of these guys preach law, fringes, this, that, and this, but you're not keeping the most important one of all, man, the law of faith, because that's how we're going to be saved, through faith, It says, "Yahushua hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us, for it is written, curses every one that hangeth on a tree." Alright, it says Yahushua hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, because even in the law, certain things, we transgress, we're supposed to be put to death, and all of us, went off at one point, and that's the main reason why the Lord Yahweh came down for us, and he came down for us, to fulfill, because without him, then we would still be bound by the law, we probably, it wouldn't be no way for us to get back to the Father, to obtain the Lord's Yahweh Shah's mercy. All right. You know, it says that the blessing of, verse 14, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. All right, the promise of the Spirit through faith, man. All right, that's how it's done. You know, because if it was done by the law, none of us could have kept the law perfectly. All right, some of the brothers, you know, mostly nowadays in America, man, you know, coming out of the Christian church, you know, we was all, you know, mostly a lot of people were there, you know, in the Christian church, either Muslim, grew up Muslim, you know, something like that, man. You know, so that's why it's so important to live by faith. All right, we're not justified by the law, because nobody can keep the law perfectly. Period. All right. That's where they get it misconstrued. It says Matthew 7:5, thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thy own eye, IUIC, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye, IUIC. You know. You say wear your fringes. Okay, cool. Do you know what the fringes represent? Okay, cool. Do you understand that the Lord Yahweh Shah, you know, came down to fulfill? You know, so we wouldn't have to be, you know, bound by the, you know, cursed by the law. So the just shall live by faith, doing the laws to the best of our ability, knowing that we can't keep it perfect. But these guys, they'll tell you up and down that they, you know, that they keeping the law, they upholding the law. Well, are you really, man? Are you looking within and seeing if you're saying it's actually true? It said, give not, verse 6, give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye pearls before swine. All right? So don't cast your pearls before swine when you see these guys, man. You know? It said, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. All right? So they, you know, try to talk over you with that loud-ass microphone that they have. Knowing damn well they're not supposed to have it. You know? Claiming they keeping it perfect, but they over there worshiping Nate. What? Come on, man. Let's be honest. You gotta keep it real at some point. That's a cult, man. They over there doing some weird stuff, man. This is the book of Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing. So we're all as unclean things. Alright? And all our righteousness are as filthy rags, man. So all our righteousness are unto filthy rags. You know? So how can someone say they can keep it perfect? You know? What about the brothers in jail, you know? That's in prison and stuff like that. You know? Even asking them guys about that, man, they said something so simple. They was like, will the Lord make a way, you know? How that brother to get some fringes on his jumpsuit or whatever he said. Something simple like that, man. You know? Man, it's kind of mind blowing how these guys think about it, man. And it says what? But we are all as an unclean thing, so we're all unclean, man. You know? Everyone is sin. And it says what? All our righteousness are as filthy rags, man. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It says out, and we all do fade as a leaf. Alright? So these bodies fade as a leaf. It comes and goes, man. We only here for what? 60, 75, like from up to 75 years or so. You know? A little bit over that. You know? And it said, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away, man. So iniquities like the wind have taken us away. Alright? You know? Sinning all the day long, man. Going contrary, you know, even before the truth. Even some sin punishable by death, and through the law of faith, having faith and actually repenting and turning back to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Rashad, the Lord can forgive us. If we repent, turn back, acknowledge our wrongdoings and actually do better, and to do better is love, man. Loving the Lord Yahweh Shemel Rashad, that's love, man. Following the law of Yahweh Shemel Rashad. And what's a part of the law? The law of faith. And these guys won't understand that. It's like these guys skip over that, But that's it for this quick little lesson. I hope it was edifying and shalom.